Bună dimineața. I'm very, very glad to be here today in a new role and presenting something very fresh and very innovative. And actually, this is the reason I'm standing behind this content and behind this company. Our company is Alexander Street. Alexander Street Press was the name which was more used before. So it's a company producing mostly academic videos, videos enabling and facilitating research and education. And I can tell you, as a former university professor, that I really believe that this is the future. This is a content which will definitely change the way we do educate our students. And I will tell you why. Because we see what happens in the current environment, in the virtual world. Young people want more and more to use visualization of the theoretical materials. And just one personal note, what really made me decide to change my job and to start working for this company. When I was still thinking whether this is something what I have to do, I had a story at home, which made me think that this is a sign that I have to go for this content. My son and his girlfriend were studying for their exams and during the exam period, so very stressful time for all students who want really to achieve good results. And at some point, they came to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee, and the girlfriend of my son said, "Oh God, I'm so stressed. I cannot understand some of the concepts." She is studying interior design. She said, "If I could have a video to see how it works, how it looks like, I could understand this much better." And then I said, "Krassi, this is a sign. Go for this content. Young people really want it." So now I'm with this quite young company, Alexander Street. It has been created in year 2000. It is, the headquarters is in US, in Alexandria, very, very close to Washington, just across the river. So this is the largest worldwide provider of streaming videos and music. We have the biggest music collection in the world to libraries and academic institutions. We are the company which has set up the standards for a platform for video content for learning and teaching. And Alexander Street is recognized as one of the 100 companies worldwide that matter most in the digital economy. I told you that it is my personal belief that video will change the way we do teaching at the higher educational system. But it is also the belief of all my colleagues. We really believe in the power of video and film in all the areas related to higher education and research. And just some facts to prove what I say. Recent research has shown that, for example, YouTube sees 1 billion unique visitors per month. 90% of the web video consumption in 2015 is coming from people in the age between 18 and 34 years. And something amazing, video accounts for 50% of all the exchange of information via mobile devices nowadays. But it's not the only reason for our belief that video is changing the higher educational system. The higher education itself is changing. The education landscape is changing. First of all, both teachers and students' proficiency with technology is changing, is improving. We have now so many research analyses and results showing that we understand now much better the way how people learn. Not only people at all ages, how people at all ages learn and what their preferences are. The increased access to web resources is also changing the situation, the conditions of being able to offer distance education and learning facilities. And you know that the biggest open universities in the world, they moved entirely to offering electronic and video content. And video content is emerging. Just 2 weeks ago, I have visited one of the biggest worldwide open universities in England with over 84 branches around the world. So they said that video nowadays consists about 45% of their collections because they have many people studying, people from different ages. Even their students are now more mature than before. So people prefer visualization. And of course, very important aspect of this new educational landscape is the fact that we have nowadays a new generation of really high-tech savvy teachers who are keen to include different visualizing materials, videos, films in their teaching. So I can confirm and repeat that we believe in the power of film to teach and to facilitate research. We believe also in the lasting value of films. This is not a media which will disappear in a year or two. Videos are becoming as important nowadays as journals and books in our library collections. And the fact that in US, in Canada, in Australia, in Asia even, libraries are just trying to have equal content of videos and other print or other electronic collections is really proving my words. What is our content? What do we offer? I speak, of course, predominantly about video, but we offer a mixture of different type of resources, and most of our products are actually hybrid products, predominantly video, plus different kinds of other resources integrated, like archival materials, a huge collection of pictures, illustrations, images from different archives around the world. For example, we have the archives, the image archives of the Library of Congress, of the French National Library, German National Library, British Library, etc., other biggest libraries or archives around the world. We include also news programs, the biggest, the best news programs around the world, the most famous, interviews, We have also, the training for corporate training materials, a lot of them, demonstrations, lectures, I mentioned interviews, many documentaries, a lot of ethnographical materials, and something great for everybody, performances, theater in video, opera in video. You can watch all the Broadway plays, you can watch the plays for the opera or ballet performances from all the stages around the world, and many so-called short films and features. We work with over 1,500 video partners, producers of these videos, and these could be biggest televisions around the world like BBC, CBN and other televisions around the world who produce specific scientific videos, but also with the biggest film producers like HBO and others, who just, we use them for our film collections, but also with different scientific institutions, like Psychotherapy Net, for example, the British Film Institute, like Microtraining Associates, Australian Counselling Associations, associations around the world dealing with different subject areas. These are our main subject areas. We try to cover almost all subject areas, but the disciplines of focus for us are the ones which are mentioned on this slide: anthropology, counseling and psychotherapy, history, music, diversity studies, education, feature films, business, health sciences, theater. This slide shows some data about how many, exactly this slide shows how many videos we have within each of these big areas: humanities, STM, and social sciences. You see that in some of the areas, separate, more specific subject areas, we have a huge amount and growing amount of documents, and in some others we have at least about 500 videos. But you can get more information after that if you come to our stand. We don't only offer the content, but we offer the best possible platform for such type of hybrid content in the world. It's called Laser, and you see in the next slide how many things are possible thanks to this platform. Besides of this, we are offering also all well-known and well-used state-of-the-art tools which libraries and educational institutions for example, accessing all the major discovery services. Our content is discoverable by all of them. We offer the latest Counter-4 compliant usage stats, offering you 24 hours of monitoring of your usage. We have enabled multi-language interface. All our content, the videos, the archival materials, the e-books, the letters, diaries, etc., text, they can be embedded in your learning management systems like Moodle, Blackboard, Sakai, Canvas, etc. Teachers, you see after that, can create small clips, annotate them, create playlists, share them with students or with colleagues, etc. We also can enable sharing all the content, also using not only the social media, but also services like Ringoat, Shibboleth, Open Athens, etc. So this is how the platform shows, let's say, this is specifically a video. So you see the video, you can see it either in the way it is showing on the screen or in a full screen without the text if you want. But we have enabled, each video has the transcripts. It has first, this is the beginning, and that's why at the moment nobody obviously is speaking. That's why you don't see here, we have the scripts running here, and the transcripts, the entire text of the video also showing from the right side. And they are synchronized. You can search within this text, and when you find specific word or phrase, you can jump there, and then automatically the video jumps to that point as well. These are scrolling transcripts enabling learning of English, of proper English. This is very good for students because they can not only listen to the English, but also reading the text. This text can be printed, downloaded, copied, pasted, etc., so that students can use it as a lecture, as a learning material, like a written text. This high-speed streaming video is automatically adjusting to your speed and to your bandwidth in the institution. Besides, you can see just from this side, you can have also the facets. You can hide them or show them, the browsing facets, making it possible for you to discover additional new content during your search, so you can explore more. You can also have a very intuitive video editor where you can create, as I told you, and annotate and share clips and playlists. So teachers can make a note to the students what they need to analyze from this video, what are the aspects for next, let's say, next lecture or for next seminar, for analysis, for discussion. We are also offering the different citation generation options, like exporting it in different formats, citing the content. We are offering sophisticated admin portal for the librarians. And from next week, from next Monday, we will be able to offer outbound discovery to access relevant content from the web, but within the interface and using all the facilities of the platform. So these are, for example, this is an example of how your playlist could look like. So teachers or students can, everybody actually can create playlists with notes, with descriptions, and share them with different groups. Just to know that this content is good not only for teaching, it's good also, it's a unique research, it has a unique research power. Why? You can enable with this video and with our in-depth indexing and search within the transcripts, you can conduct a wide range of new research. And here are just some examples. For example, for researchers in anthropology, they can examine marriage rituals across cultures for specific period. Or you can, a historian could just check what words were used by Kennedy most frequently in his early career and in his later career. Or for music, you can just want to see all the performances of Strauss by Kiri Te Kanawa, etc., etc. Or just study the literature specialist or the drama specialist. They can study the Shakespearean jokes over time. Yeah. Okay, and so just very briefly, for all options, you can acquire our content. You can buy separate titles. You can go for collections, smaller, very smaller, like, for example, this here, Black Studies in video, Fashion Studies online, etc. But you can also go for bigger collections, anthropology, counseling, history, music, dance, theater, education. Come on. It's not changing. I'll change it from here. Or you can go for our super collections, like Academic Video Online, which we call also AVEN, which includes all pure video collections into one collection. Then you can go for any of our demand-driven acquisitions, either PDA, patron-driven acquisition, where you leave the decision in the hands of your users to choose the content. I can tell you more if you are interested at the stand. Or evidence-based acquisition, where we set up an access for 1 year for the entire institution for unlimited usage, and then based on the usage stats, the librarian can decide what to buy or subscribe. Currently, we serve over 43 million faculty and students from more than 50,000 institutions. We work with many national consortia like CARLI, DFG consortia, NERL, ISTEX in France, etc., with a broad range of university, college, public libraries, and individual faculty. And we have many things to offer you, not only to subscribe or buy our content, but also to host your content. If you don't have the power to develop platforms, we can host it for you. And there are two options. One is for free. If you subscribe AVEN, this super collection, you get for free the platform to host your content, but with more simple search tools and facilities. And the other one is, again, subscription, offering you in-depth indexing, etc., all the tools. And then we can include your content. This is beneficial, financially beneficial for your institutions. If you think that you have relevant content, we can include it, and you can earn money annually on all subscriptions from worldwide, from all users worldwide. Okay, so just to summarize, and one final sentence, I can tell you that video is really exploding, and this is already a fact in the Western world. It's still new in our part of the world. Many of you know that I'm Bulgarian, and I know the situation is similar to your country, but I see that here you are really more advanced than our educational system. And so it is no longer a question whether to have, if we need to have video collections, but the question nowadays is how, which is the best model. And I would be really, really happy to discuss the different options with you if you come later and talk to me. Thank you very much. Mulțumesc. So happy to be here once again.